So this is a part 7 of banking project, and if you are watching first time, please watch from the part 1. All the links are provided in the description. Please check in the description or visit our channel and videos. There you can find all the videos. And in today's video we'll find balance. There is a balance amount, how to check the balance amount and how to create the withdraw form. So here there is a trick actually, how to convert deposit form into withdraw form. I'll show you that one. With that you will understand what is DB null, is DB null function, how to use this. So these three main things we're going to discuss today. One is how to check the customer balance. So now to check the customer balance, what is the thing we need to know? So for that we need to understand the table structure, and from that how to write the SQL query. That is what very important. Withdraw form, as again withdraw form, so we already have a deposit form, so that is convert deposit form into withdraw form. So that I'll show you like how to do this step by step. And the one more thing is is DB null. Is DB null, anyway we are already using it actually. So this is to check whether there is any record or any value in this. If there is no return value, then what to do? So that is what the is DB null function will do. So in order to find out the balance, so there is a deposit amount, there is a withdraw amount. If you take the difference, then you'll get the balance. So but how to write the query, that is what very important. I'll show you that how to write that particular query. So to download the projects, please visit iblix.com/download. And if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, click like button. So the more likes, definitely next videos will be much more better. And also if you feel something, so you can write in the comment what do you feel about, how it's useful for you, or if you need something more. So whatever you feel, please write it here so we can communicate with you. Fine. So here we have Visual Studio. So what all we done, it's available here till now. So now next one is balance. Okay, so in order to find the balance, let's create a one more form called as a balance form. So there is options already check balance here. Right, so create the form. So just go to add Windows form. This is balance form. Right, so then change the background color. So what color you want, you can select this. Then font, so just go to font. Okay, so select Vardhana 12. Done. So in order to call this form, so you need to write the code here. So this is balance form dot window state is equal to 2. You want to maximize it, therefore window state is equal to 2. So then balance form dot mdi parent is equal to me, that balance form dot show. Like so. Next, so here you need to give the account number and it show me the balance amount. So therefore what I'll do is I'll just go to any of this form. Okay, deposit form only. So here is the transaction number, account number, and buttons are required. So therefore we select one by one. So hold the control key and then select, and you want to show the balance also. So therefore you call right. So amount, okay. So paste here. So call this as check, ch is check, and this is not required, so take it out. So account number if you enter, so it should show me name and the balance amount. Now you can make this also enabled is equal to false. Right, now we need to check what code you have to write for this form. I just goes the MD parent. So here is a deposit form. So SQL client, so that is required. So you can just go back here. On the top you need to import the SQL client. Then variables, connection string and some variables. So that is both we can copy and paste. Next you need to find the balance. Okay, so to find the balance, even this will do the job. So copy this. Then we can paste here. So the balance amount has to come in the text box 3, therefore you can say 3. And one more name, this is the thing to get the name. So copy this, then you select this one, then go to event, text box 1, events, leave. So here is the leave event, so paste as it is. So this will collect the name and will transfer to text box 2. So here is a text box 2. And now when I click check, even once you leave also you can find the balance, but otherwise you click check, there also you can write. Okay. So what you have to write? Select. So this is the deposit amount minus withdraw. Okay. But one, not only one. Okay, it will give you the number of rows. But what you want to do is, so you have to say sum of deposit minus sum of withdraw. So you should sum up. Okay, so sum up all the data as balance from transaction table where account number is equal to. So now the account number is in the text box 1. So therefore you can write that is equal to text box 1. So what was the account number you selected here? So you should select the balance for particular account. Right, that will be executed. If read, then you can see that is DB null is used, and if there is no record for the particular account number, then definitely it gives an error. So in order to avoid the error, we are using the is DB null, and this is the IAF function. So IAF function, so there is a condition, the true part and the false part. So instead of write if condition then end if, IAF can be written in the single line. With that, this is the condition, this is the true part and this is the false part. Right. Fine, I think it is done. Now we will check it out. So check balance, right? So 1001, check. Okay, so you get 25,000. 2, 1, 3,000. So 3, why is showing 4? Okay, so we need to clear actually. So if there is no record, you should clear this. 2, 3. Okay, so okay, this is 1001. So it's supposed to be 0. It's not 1001. And before that, we need to clear the text box 2 dot text is equal to empty. You can also write as a not found. So this you have to write here. Right. So now let's run this again. Check balance. So now 1001. Check. Then 103. So you can see that not found and 0. Okay. So it's not showing any value. Right. So we can write close button. So when you click close, me.close. Done. Now next step is to make a withdraw form. So withdraw, when you're withdrawing, you need to check the balance also. Therefore we return the balance. Now let's see that how to write the withdraw form. So save everything. So here is the deposit form. Okay. So now what you can do is, you go to file menu, say save deposit form as withdraw form. So withdraw form. So copy this name, save. Now you can see that this is saved as withdraw form. So there is a withdraw form here. But here also you need to make it as a withdraw form. So text. But here you can see that name still deposit form. So that also you need to change to withdraw form. So now everywhere it's changed as a withdraw form. So first you need to select the file, go to file menu, so save as. Here we have to make withdraw form.vb. Then you have to come back here. Here still it is in, if you click on the form, still it is a deposit form, so that you need to change to withdraw form. Text also you need to change as a withdraw form. So after this, to get back the deposit form, you have to go to project, add existing item. Now you can see that there is a deposit form here. Select it and click. So now you can see that you have a deposit form as well as the withdraw form. So withdraw form color we can change now. Okay, so now your withdraw form is almost ready, so there is nothing much you can do. But what happened, transaction account number will enter, so you'll enter the amount, how much amount you want to withdraw. So then you have to click save. When you click save, so before inserting you need to check whether there is a balance or not. Therefore you go to balance form. So here we return the balance, so therefore you can copy this. So this is the withdraw form, so click here. Now we are not transferring to the text box 3, but we can take to variable. Dim balance amount as numeric, okay, decimal we can take. Okay. In the beginning let it be 0, or anyhow it will be 0 here. Now you can say balance amount. So this is the balance amount. And what withdrawing, you are withdrawing the amount here. This is the text box 3. Therefore we need to check whether this amount is greater than this amount. So if text box 3.text, this you need to convert it into value. So therefore say val is greater than balance amount, then you have to give the message box dot show you don't have sufficient amount to withdraw. Right. So exit sub, so that you don't want to execute the rest of the code. So if you have, then you can able to withdraw this. So again go to MDA parent and then you need to give a link here. So this is withdraw form. Right, so now everything is set, and small changes in withdraw form. When you click save, so see the number of line code keep on increasing, but you should be in a position to manage all these things. So here deposit amount is 0, so this is the withdraw amount, and therefore you need to remove the zeros here. Fine. So now click start. So check balance, you can check 1001. So 25,000 is the balance. So if you go to withdraw, so new account number will come, transaction number will come. So here you can enter the account number. So name will come. So you want 28,000 rupees. Check number. So save. So you don't have sufficient amount because you have only 25,000. You can't able to withdraw 28,000 rupees. Okay, let's make to 5,000 rupees. So record saved successfully. So now go to check balance 1001. Check. So now we have a 20,000 rupees balance. So that's how we can withdraw the money. Now if you check the table, so table data. So here you can see that So 5,000 on this side, 25,000 on this side, and 0 is here and 0 is here. So that's how we can withdraw the money from your account. So keep try this, keep practice, keep learn, and get your experience. Okay, thank you. So we'll meet you again in the next video.